So Chris, what are we looking at today?
Today we're going to look at TVs on Cyber Monday.
Okay.
Not a huge amount of deals, but
Seems to be a running theme, that, doesn't it? Considering it's a thing about deals.
yeah, it's worse than Black Friday.
Yeah.
But there's still some deals to be had. Not that necessarily all the TVs that I'll cover are on sale, but the prices are good.
Okay, so what have you got up first then?
Up first is the Hisense 50H8F.
Another catchy title as usual.
Yep, so this supports HDR, HLG and Dolby Vision. $350, it's pretty entry level, but this panel is actually quite good for the price. So even though it is an entry level price, you're getting quite a competent TV.
Yeah.
Until you start spending twice as much or
Yeah.
3 times as much, you're not going to see much of a gain spending an extra 200, 300 quid on this.
See, I'd be the type of person to stretch out to 65-inch there for an extra $250, but that's just me.
Well, you could do that. It's not bad for the price.
Yeah.
Not much to say about it. 60 dimming zones, not a massive amount, but it has some. So contrast will improve with those in scenes where there are dark spots.
Yeah.
But other than that, we'll move on. So this is TCL's 55-inch TV. It's the 55R625.
It's a weird stand, isn't it?
It is an unusual
like that,
stand.
it looks really strange.
Yeah, the feet are a bit odd. It's not a versatile stand by any means.
It looks like, I just don't understand how that's actually supporting it up. You can get a wall mount as well on the bottom there. It seems you can do so for an extra $39, which means it looks like it would actually hold it up, because that looks really sketchy.
So this one, moving on, is Dolby Vision, HDR and HLG again, but it's much brighter for SDR and HDR content. So if your TV is in a bright room to begin with, the sunshine or whatever, this is a much better choice.
Yeah, it's nothing more annoying than that, is it? When there's like the sun's peeking through your blinds ever so slightly and it's dim. Oh, nothing more annoying.
So this is much brighter. That'll be better. I mean, it is about twice the price, but this is the only worthwhile step up from the Hisense. There's not much point spending money on anything else other than this. Yeah,
but in comparison, you can get that previous TV at 65-inch for the same price. So it depends if you want the larger TV or the better TV, I guess.
Yeah, so this one here, 65 inches, 600.
Yeah.
And then 600. It's the same price, but this is a better panel.
Yeah.
So it has, the TCL has better local dimming, much higher brightness, faster response time, better gradient handling, so not so much color banding, if people notice that. And it has a Roku interface, which if you're used to is nice and easy to use, but it does contain adverts. But if you're used to the Roku TV, then this should be fine for you.
Yeah.
So this is the one to get if you can afford it.
Yeah.
In terms of price to performance.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, as you said before, this currently isn't in stock. I believe it should be $700 if it is.
Yeah, this is for the 65-inch
And
one.
then this is a 65-inch version. Not much to say about it really. If you want 65-inch, there it is. Wait for it to come back in stock, I guess.
Yeah.
Moving on, we have Sony's X9 50G, 55-inch here. So this is $1,000. So we've pretty much doubled in price. And honestly, there is just a dead space between $500 and $1,000.
Yeah.
The only worthwhile upgrade you get is once you start spending $1,000.
See, I've seen it comes with obviously with Alexa compatibility, but that's not even built in. You have to buy the Alexa with it. So I thought, okay, fair enough. I mean, it's only $20, but still, it's a big step up, isn't it, by $500? What's the difference between the two then that warrants the $500 spending?
So again, this is even brighter.
Oh, okay.
So HDR content especially will pop out much more, be much brighter.
Yeah.
Better reflection handling. So if you do have it in a sunny room, the coating on it is good, so it's not going to reflect right back at you like a mirror. It'll diffuse it quite well. Better picture out of the box. It's not calibrated, but you get pretty much the best out of the display without having to pay someone to calibrate it or get a calibration kit that costs $200 and do it yourself.
Yeah.
So you're getting the perfect picture out of the box.
Okay.
You also get better motion handling. Most Sonys, pretty much all Sonys, have great motion handling, and it's a 120 Hz panel and uses the Android interface, which I imagine most people are familiar with.
Yeah.
It does contain adverts, but you do have the wide range of apps to choose from with the Android App Store.
Yeah.
If you want to spend a bit more and you want the 65-inch, it's an extra $400.
It's also a $400 saving though from the original 1.7. So
Yeah.
if you were looking at this TV and you wanted like a significant price reduction, then that is a significant price reduction. But still, 1.3 grand's gonna take away from your pockets. But it's 65-inch, and like you say, it is a pretty good TV. So
It is. I mean, this is pretty much the TV I'd choose if you're in the region.
if you had the money to throw at it, yeah.
But then only for a little bit more. So if we say this 55-inch model is $1,000,
Yeah.
jumping up, it is a touch more money, $1,300 with the deal.
Yeah.
From Sony, this is the Q80R, we'll call it. That's the model.
Yeah.
55-inch, obviously. This is
QM55, Q80R, AFXZ8.
Yeah,
Like, who names these things? I mean, you can't just call it the Samsung 2. You know, make it a little bit easier. Yeah, that's got QLED 4K, so I imagine this already just looks brilliant.
Yeah, so it does have better contrast, and that's with local dimming.
Yeah.
And that's what we get from QLED. Better reflection handling again. Greater viewing angles. So if you're not sat
Directly
straight
in front
on and you're off to the angle.
Yeah.
That said, the Sony you're not going to have an issue with. There will be a slight color shift when you're off axis, but it's still perfectly serviceable. This has better motion handling with black frame insertion, supports 120 Hz and FreeSync, so you can use this as a PC monitor for gaming if you wanted. And I believe Xbox One have updated to support FreeSync.
Yeah.
So you can get some tear-free gaming experience with that.
Okay. There's an option to come with the soundbar as well. I know personally, because I own a soundbar, I would highly recommend that. It turns your living room into a home cinema essentially, but they're currently unavailable, which isn't what you want. 1.3, that one's again massive jump. Would you prefer that? Would you say that one over the previous one, or?
Yeah, so if you can stretch for it, the Samsung is definitely a better panel.
Yeah.
There are some advantages. So the Sony is slightly brighter, slightly better contrast, and a better picture out of the box. Like I said before, Sony's don't come calibrated, but it almost seems like they do. Again, it's the Android interface, but the Samsung has the Tizen operating system, which if you're used to is fast. It does contain, I think they all contain adverts at this point, but it's a nice, easy to use interface. And if you used a Samsung TV before, then you might be more familiar with this and you'll prefer sticking with Samsung. But this is definitely a better TV than the Sony. Is it worth the 300? That depends.
I guess that's up for the person to decide, I guess. But
you probably, if you're not familiar with TVs and scrutinizing detail, you're not going to notice the difference. It depends. Do you prefer the look of that TV and that stand? Do you prefer the interface? That's all it'll boil down to.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, what have we got up next?
Oh, and then, well, just quickly, the 65-inch there is 1.7.
1.1 thousand saving. Wow, that's a big jump. So 1.6, yeah, so for an extra 300 again, once again, you get the 65-inch, which it's personal preference and decision there, I guess.
Yep, so it's a $300 jump again from the 65-inch to the 65-inch. And then last up is the LG OLED. This is a C9.
This one has Alexa actually built into it. You don't need the dot this time.
Yes.
You just talk straight to your TV.
Yes. I think it's through the remote.
But
1.5, that's basically middle ground of these two TVs.
Yeah.
This is an OLED panel, so completely different. All the others were VA panels, which are great. Have a slight bit of motion trail.
Yeah.
So if you watch sports and stuff, it's not as quick as you'd like it to be. OLED is perfect. It refreshes instantaneously.
Yeah.
Because each pixel is lit individually, there are no backlight issues. Blacks are perfectly black.
Yeah.
Everything displays as it should. Most of them come more or less calibrated out of the box.
I'm seeing there that it comes with AirPlay 2 as well, so you can stream your Apple iPhone or laptop straight to it, which is always a good thing rather than having to actually plug it in.
Yeah, get kibbles and stuff, You
also get Disney Plus for a year. So why wouldn't you want to watch Disney Plus? You watch The Mandalorian on that TV. Why would you not want to do that on that beautiful, huge TV? So yeah. NVIDIA G-Sync also?
Yes, G-Sync on this one. WebOS interface, which again is different. So each brand at this point, they either use Android or they use their own interface. and this one is LG's own WebOS, which is pretty fast. It's not got as wide a selection of apps as Android, but you still have a range of apps to choose from. It's reasonably fast and easy to use, and I believe it's pointer based, so it's like the Wii.
It's like the Wii remote, yeah, that's similar to my TV at home. It is good fun.
65-inch is a hefty, well,
$600.
it's about it's a $600 jump, but it's a C9. They do an E9 now, but the E9 isn't that much better. For the massive jump in price, just stick with the C9. This TV is as good as it gets.
Yeah. Okay, so out of all of the ones that have been mentioned, which is your top pick?
Oh, top pick. That's a tough one. I love the OLEDs, but if you're just after a good TV, I mean, you can't go wrong with this.
$350 is a cheap price for a 50-inch 4K.
This TV will put to shame many like $500, $600 sets.
Yeah.
So I would choose this. You just can't go wrong.
And even only for an extra $21, you can get the Alexa as well and turn it into a voice control TV. So why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, there we go. There's your deals on TVs. Obviously, as all the videos that we say, take it with a grain of salt. Every TV might be different for you, but these are the deals that we recommend. So, yeah, I've been Jay.
I've been Chris.
And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.